Recently you played with the Big Four. If you have to place a bet on which of the four bands will last the longest, on which one would you place your bet?
That's a tough one. It could be any of us. You know, you never know. I don't have the answer to that. I'd be, trying to tell the future.
It's a bit fictional, of course, but
yeah.
But when you've met them all now, is there still the same energy within the bands that you recognize also in Slayer, or?
What, their energy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. They have that energy. They have that thrash feel, to their music, and it's really cool to see that all in one place.
How unique is it that the four biggest bands in the genre still remain today? What is it that you think that made them last so long?
I think metal in itself is let's say, geez, how can I explain it? I'm kind of lost for words right now. It's real. Metal music, and the fans, it's all real, and other music that come and go, it just turns out to be a fad, or just something that just doesn't withstand the test of time, and this kind of music definitely has that.
Do you think that's mainly because the support remained, or is it also because just within the band itself?
Well, the band themselves, they don't quit or give up, or ruin their career by changing their direction. Everybody's kind of, kept things somewhat the same throughout the years.
Yeah. What for you, if you look back now, was there maybe a period that you think with Slayer, of course you've been out of Slayer for a while, but a time there where it was particularly tough, do you think?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Has there been a time for Slayer, do you think, that it has been especially tough to remain, or to maintain that feeling?
No. On stage, I mean, the enthusiasm there with all of us, we all get excited before we go on stage. So it's not tough to get or tough to acquire. It's still there, which is pretty cool. I think if we weren't true to our to the band, or to the style of music, or to musicianship, we would get tired of it, and we're not.
What for you in particular is that fuel that gives you the joy? Is it the playing or the music?
It's the playing and performing in front of a crowd, in front of people. That's exciting, and I enjoy doing that.
Because now, how tough was it for you with the injury of Tom to get through that period? Was it a little bit of a darker?
Yeah, it was a shock, because I was already ready to go on tour. I had things lined up, to promote the tour, and I was left with nothing to do. And so, but that changed because I was able to get another band together, and I've been playing around LA and playing the club scene, which has been a lot of fun.
Can you remember the moment that you heard, well, we decided to cancel it? What was the first thing that went through your mind? Was it?
I was at a dinner with my drum company, and I got the news at the dinner, and I was in shock.
The dinner didn't went. So
it
well.
didn't. No, it didn't go too well.
Yeah. Is it for you so important? What kind of band did you form in the meanwhile?
It's a band called Philm, Philm, with Jerry Nessler from Civil Defiance, and Pancho Tomaselli from the band War, and we play like this kind of hardcore, kind of punk thrash, groove kind of a band. It's a trio, and I only play a 4-piece drum set.
What is that for you? Did you maybe consider doing something totally different as well?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
You maybe did as well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's to me totally different than Slayer. I play a single bass drum, and only 2 toms. So that's different in itself, and the style of guitar playing is different.
Is that for you something that you practice maybe at home, this style of drumming, or is it something that was totally new for you in a way?
I practiced it at home. I did. I played around on a 4-piece drum set.